Hey guys, welcome back to episode 25 of Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. This is the last episode. We finally made it. We got creative ending last time. We have a couple more quests left to do today. And I'll also probably do a bit of a base tour. Show you around a bit. I did clean some things up. It's more or less to a point where I'm happy enough to leave it now. So the last thing left to do is these quests. So let's just go in order, I guess. Let's just tackle these things. Actually, maybe we won't go in order. Let's just start off with bragging rights. Let's make this infinity armor and all the infinity tools as well. So we need... Oh, first we need Draconic Staff of Power. So I guess we should start with that for the tools. We have all the tools already at Wyvern, so we just have to upgrade them to Draconic. There's the sword. There's the axe. There's the pickaxe. And the shovel. And here comes the Draconic Staff of Power. Alright, what's next here? 3 quests to go? 4 quests to go. Let's make the Draconic Hole first. There it is. Draconic Hole. And I guess we make this thing as well. I'm not actually sure exactly how to use this thing, but it's for the quest, so let's make it anyway. There it is. Alright, let's finish off these power transfer ones as well. So we just have to make these 3 things, which is just in the crafting grid, and that's the quest. And last item for this quest. There we are. Is that Draconic Evolution finished? Yes, it is. Claim all the rewards. Not that they really mean anything at this point. Alright, on to the next one. Let's now get this infinity armor now. So, there's the boots, the leggings, the chest piece, and the helmet. And there's the quests. How do we look? Do we prefer this to the Draconic armor? I don't know if I do, to be honest. The Draconic is a really nice looking set. Although that infinity armor wings, they do look really nice. Let's just wear this for a bit. Just for a change. Anyways, on to the next quests. So, we need the Sword of the Cosmos. Alright, there it is, Sword of the Cosmos. Longbow of the Heavens. Nice. And the quest. And the World Breaker. Next we got Nature's Ruin. Second to last one is the Planet Eater, the shovel. And last one is the Hoe of the Green Earth. That's all the infinity items now made. Let's move on to these other creatives. Forgot to add my last ultimate ingot to the drawer before I crafted them all into ultimate catalysts, so we have to make one more here. Alright, there's the ultimate ingot. Let's add this to the drawer. There. So the next creative item is Creative Flux Capacitor. There we go. And the quest. Next up is probably the easiest creative item, and that is the Builder's Wand. Just with regular Builder's Wands. And there's the quest. Next one on the list is the Creative CAD Assembly. Next one is the Creative Block Exchanger. There's the quest. Next up is the Creative Mill. Boom. This took a little bit more to craft, because I didn't have a lot of these things, but once I made one, you just dupe them all with the drawers. Alright, let's see what's next here. Creative Modifier. Let's get this. Okay, I've gathered up everything now for Creative Modifier. This actually took quite a bit of gathering resources, but it's not difficult, it's just a lot of clicking. Anyway, there's the next creative item. All the items laid out here. We just need to wait on this crafting now. I don't know if this will be pulled out. Oh no, it won't be. Yeah, there we are. Creative screen. I shouldn't have placed that there. So looking at the Botania page, let's just go left to right. So Horn of the Wild. Done. Horn of the Canopy. And Horn of the Covering. Conjuration Catalyst. And the alchemy catalyst. There's the Sparks quest. And the Sojourner's Sash. Rod of the Seas. And Benevolent Goddess's Charm. And Rod of the Terra Firma. Alright, let's see what else is next here. Let's start with the Elven Mana Spreader. We have to get the melter out again for this pipe piece for this Elven Mana Spreader. Oh, we're short one. Short one ingot. Elven Mana Spreader. Shard of Laputa. And the Gaia Mana Spreader. Quest complete. Alright, now we got all the flowers to make. Gonna be a lot of crafting. Here we go. First up, there's the Hopper Hawk and the Clayconia. And one more quest. These crafts are getting quite large, but yeah, here's the next quest. The Orchid. And the last of the functional flowers. There's Entropinium. Gormaralis. Munchdew. Narslimus. And finally, Thermalily. So that's now the Botania quests complete. We can now circle back, do bragging rights and get the Creative Mana Tablet and the Creative Mana Pool. So let's just do that now. Looks like we're back to Thaumcraft for this. So for this Everlasting Mana Pool we need a Greater Band of Mana. And for this we need the Mundane Ring from Thaumcraft, which means we need to throw gold ore in a crucible with some Metallum and Ordo. So I'm just doing that right now. We're just waiting on the Ordo actually, and I think, yep, there we go. So we should be able to make our band. Or Mundane Ring, I mean. Alright, now we have the Everlasting Guilty Pool. Basically an infinite mana source. Or maybe we don't. Hold on, what's wrong here? Is it this ring? Does it have to be charged? Maybe we need a full ring. Let's try that. Alright, ring is full, let's try this again. Hopefully it works. Yes! Nice, Creative Mana Pool. And the last of the creatives is the Mana Tablet. Which, I haven't actually looked at the recipe for this yet. Oh, it looks like it's basically the exact same recipe. Okay. Okay, I charged up all the mana tablets and another greater band of mana, and we now have Creative Mana Tablet. And with that, we have now completed the bragging rights section of the quest book. I guess this text is our reward. Very fitting. So for the remaining quests, let's now go in order. So let's complete getting started. Right at the end. Anyways, next one is the Awakened Sharpening Kit, which is made with Awakened Cores. There it is. And the quest. Next one's the Chaotic Sharpening Kit, just like that. And the quest. Last two in this tab are Cooking for Blockheads, so let's do this. There's the quest. And the last one. And with that, getting started is complete. Next up is the one I'm least looking forward to, but has to be done, and I'm gonna finish every quest. So it's gonna be Thaumcraft. Let's see how long this takes us. Right, first quest I'm gonna tackle here is the armor. The Thaumium Fortress armor. And for this we have to use infusion crafting in order to get the fortress helmet. We need some aspects as well, so I'm just melting those down and then we'll begin our infusion. Alright, first up is the leggings. I got all the essentia over here in these jars. I hope this goes well. It looks like it's very stable. This shouldn't be a problem for this craft anyway. There it is. On to the next one. Next up is the body armor. And lastly is the helmet. And that should be the quest. Next quest is for void armor. There's the full set. And there's the quest. Next up we'll make the blank advanced focus. Also in the infusion crafting. I believe I have everything here. 57 and 33. Should be enough. Let's start up. Next up is the Atomic Dioptra. I don't know how you pronounce this, but yeah, it's the quest. So I've been sitting doing research for the past, I don't know, like 20 minutes or so, and I remember this world breaker has fortune 10. So let's make use of this and get some amber for preserved curiosities. Just spam this for our research. Work smarter, not harder. And that unlocks the infusion speedstone. There's the quest. Let's also grab the cost stone. There we go. Next up we can also get the Everfull Urn quest. There it is. And that's the quest. Next up is the Mnemonic Matrix. And after a bit of tinkering with, I've managed to make this golem press work, which gives us our golem and unlocks the quest. And that just leaves us with one more quest to do, which is the blank greater focus. I think this is a really unstable craft, but I'm still yet to unlock it, and I have to find it first in this Thaumonomicon. I don't actually know where it is. I'm assuming it'll be under infusion, but which one of these I don't know. In order to get this last quest for the blank greater focus, we're going to need a primordial pearl, and that spawns from flux rifts collapsing, so I believe I still have one in this Twilight Forest that I can go to, and I just have to basically AFK and wait for it to... Oops. Yeah, just have to wait for it to collapse, so that might take a while, I don't know. But we'll see when it finishes. Rather than just AFKing next to that noodle in the Twilight Forest, I thought I would just chunk load the area so that it's loaded, and I'll go back to that every 10 minutes or so. And let's just finish off the rest of these quests. So, the next page we need to do is actually additions. There's just one more quest in here, it's just the ball of fur. For this quest we're going to have to tame an ocelot, which I picked up when I was searching for the meat for the cosmic meatballs. So we can put this guy down and hopefully tame him with the salmon. Alright, we got cats, now we just need to wait for balls of fur. Aha, that was quick. Just randomly dropped it on the floor. So that is that quest done. And with that we finish actually additions. Next up, let's tackle the last 3 in blood magic. Alright, so I just whipped up something really quick here just to get some demon will crystal in order to upgrade our Tartaric Gem. I set up a basic ritual here for the ritual of the Forsaken Souls. And then I have my Tartaric Gem in the crucible, and we're growing demon will crystals. I don't actually know how we pick... Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, here's our demon will, and then we can just duplicate that and I'll tear that down. There's the greater Tartaric Gem. And the quest. Alright, I've filled up 2 greater Tartaric Gems. Time to upgrade to Grand. There's the Grand and the quest. And while doing those quests, it looks like our noodle has collapsed. However, it did not give us a primordial pearl, like as I was expecting. Maybe it's a different method of obtaining this. Let me see. I think we just got unlucky. Time to make another mess though with this crucible. Let's see what else can we chuck in here. Some salmon? Sure. Empty it all out? Sure. Wow, look at the size of this thing. This place will be purple in no time. Let's keep going. Let's just go crazy with this since it's the end anyway. Let's see how unstable we can get this. What has the most essentia in it? I wonder. Oh dear. Can you imagine this was your base? I'm not 100% sure of how to get these pearls. We're currently at 6,000 flux in the chunk. And why not just throw in a few world breakers while we're at it. And now we wait. While we wait for the next rift, why don't we move on to the shape card quarry from RF Tools. It's going to require a bunch of hammerheads from the smeltery. So I've just set a mini one up here and I'll get those. And 1 shape card. While we wait for Thaumcraft, let's finish off the 3rd last page, which is RF Tools. There's just a couple more in here. Quest number 1. And that is RF Tools finished. I have 2 more quests left to do in Advanced Rocketry as well. We just have to get some more draconium ore of the nether variety and also end draconium. Looks like we do need silk touch, so as slow as this pick is, should get us the quest. There we go. Quest complete. There's one more chapter finished. So the very last quest for us to do here is this blank greater focus. So I guess I just have to wait on this Flux Rift closing, and then that's us finished with the pack. Yeah, I have to wait on this guy giving me a primordial peril in order for me to craft the blank greater focus. Right, we finally have everything we need for this final craft for the advanced focus, or greater focus. Let's just do this. Here we go, last quest. Ah, yes. The last one. Oh man. So we now have every single quest 100%ed. It's done. Finally. So to finish off this series and this video, I'm going to just go through some of my thoughts about the pack, my experiences, some of the lessons I've learned from playing this the second time round. So I think overall, Enigmatica 2 Expert is really well put together. I like the quest progression. I like how it forces you into a lot of different mods. I think the quest book is really well written, especially in the early mid-game. I just really enjoy the progression style of the game with the quests. Thaumcraft though, I've said from the beginning, I really don't enjoy, and this kind of reaffirmed that. Playing through Thaumcraft again, it was kind of a slog, but we got there in the end and I done it, and that's all that matters. But my favourite way to play the game is automating everything, and this pack definitely gives you a chance to do that. It gives you some options as well. You can either do the replicating way, I mean you're going to have to eventually set it up, but there's lots of different ways of generating resources. You can grow things in phytogenic insulators, you can void ore mine, there's lots of different mob farming options. There's lots of different options for power gen and power transfer as well. Overall, it's just a really varied pack. You can really play however you want. And if you don't want to do some of the quests, then you don't have to. Like, although there is magic mods and tech progression tie-in, you can get away with just doing minimal magic. I think overall, I really like the way this turned out. And I like the way it evolved. Starting with the walls kind of provided limitations that I think bred creativity. I don't think I would have built it like this if the walls didn't force me into confined space like this. I mean, I thought it was really big to begin with, but actually it's not that much space. Although one thing I could have improved on maybe was not creating as much dead space, as in like just things with nothing in it, which there is quite a bit of. But I think I've done a fairly decent job of not leaving like wires everywhere. I did cover everything up. Everything has facades. I wish in the beginning though I put a bit more thought into the block palette, as by the time I realised I wanted to change it, it was kind of too late. But hey, next series though, which I think I've mentioned before, is going to be Omnifactory, and there I'm going to be doing a clean style of build, very different to what this is, and I don't expect to be doing anything on this kind of scale. I just really want to finish the pack, which I know is going to be a challenge, but it's what's drawn me to that mod pack at the moment anyway. I think this is going to be the end then. If you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comments, or any feedback. But I'll probably be back starting Friday, I think. Maybe tomorrow, most likely Friday with Omnifactory. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and hope to see you in the next series. Thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next one.